Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for stopping by the channel. Today we're diving into Hollywood legend Nicolas Cage, but this guy's had a multi-decade spanning career, so I'm going to focus on the 1 year that I think Nicolas Cage truly ruled Hollywood, the year he had two massive blockbuster summer movies in the same month in this episode of Primetime.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
Now, Nicolas Cage got his start in acting in the early 80s in a variety of different roles. He really did well with dramatic and quirky and offbeat characters, and for his age and the roles that he took on, you could say he was a bit of a cinematic renaissance man, a true character actor. Cage's career really took off in 1987 with a Golden Globe nominated performance in Cher's Moonstruck. In the years following this, Cage would appear in a variety of films. Some like Vampire's Kiss and Wild at Heart with Laura Dern have garnered a cult following over the years, but at the time, none of Cage's films were truly killing it at the box office. And after achieving accolades for his turn in Moonstruck and delivering a hilarious performance in Raising Arizona, both in 1987, Cage was in a bit of a career slump in the early 90s without his career having officially taken off yet, as Firebirds in 1990 and the direct-to-video thriller Zandalee in 1991 failed to garner much attention. In 1992, he did have a decent hit with Honeymoon in Vegas, which earned him a second Golden Globe nomination, but he followed it up in 1993 with Deadfall, Amos and Andrew, and Red Rock West, three movies that just gained little to no buzz, with Amos and Andrew, the larger of the films alongside Samuel L. Jackson, being considered a bit of a disappointment. Then in 1994, Cage would land a couple of cute comedies, Guarding Tess alongside Shirley MacLaine and It Could Happen to You with Bridget Fonda, but also another disappointment in the holiday comedy Trapped in Paradise alongside Dana Carvey and John Lovitz. So it's safe to say Cage was sort of stagnant, still active, but not reaching worldwide success. However, things were about to change dramatically. In 1995, Cage would play a screenwriter who travels to Vegas to drink himself to death. In leaving Las Vegas, Cage just delivers a gut-wrenching performance, and he won himself an Academy Award for his portrayal. Then in 1996, he would break into the world of superstardom as Cage would just turn into an action hero in the 1996 Michael Bay blockbuster The Rock alongside film legend Sean Connery. The Rock would pull in about $335 million worldwide, and just like that, Nicolas Cage was a bona fide star. The next year, he would cement himself in the box office big leagues when Con Air and Face Off would both be released in June of 1997, and for that short time, Cage was the king of the A-listers, and in my opinion, in the prime time of his career. Con Air was released on June 7th. It would land at #1 in the box office its opening weekend with $24 million pulled in, and it would go on to earn just over $225 million worldwide on a $75 million budget. Then, just 3 weeks later, Face Off would hit theaters, also landing at #1 with more than $23 million on its opening weekend, and with a budget of $80 million, this wild actioner would go on to pull in more than $245 million at the global box office. Now, both of these films are as silly as they are awesome, and despite their flaws, their absurdity, and their eccentricities, they are both just magically ridiculous and the true definition of fun at the movies, in my opinion. I would say Con Air is clearly where Cage is in peak action star mode. He's jacked, he's oiled up, rocking terrifically terrible hair and a southern accent that is the comical cherry on top of it all. He's dispensing one-liners and kicking ass and saving the day, and with a fantastic ensemble cast just consisting of names like Cusack and Malkovich and Rames and Buscemi and others, there's just a buffet of just wild and eccentric characters to have fun with. I think the self-awareness from the cast just makes this movie work. Simon West certainly borrows many elements that Bay used in The Rock, and the string of action sequences and large-scale destructive set pieces really do take you on a delightfully tension-filled ride anytime you want to hit the play button. Then came Face Off. Director John Woo was stepping into his third American movie, and with this one I have to admit he delivered a winner out of a story that I think had all the potential to fail. A movie centering on two characters swapping faces could just go all types of wrong ways. Face Off was initially written for Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and as much as I love them dudes and wanted to see them in the movie at the time, I just can't see them pulling this film off. Cage and Travolta, however, were just the perfect blend of vibrant gusto and animated flamboyance to make this movie work because they are just fantastic together. And Face Off is just a roller coaster of action and style and tension and unintentional humor that, when mashed up with the artistic expression of John Woo, I mean, it just results in just cinematic escapism at its finest. Cage and Travolta are just all in on this material. They blend in and out of one another perfectly to capture the entire point of this plot, and with intricate stunt work and Woo's ambition as a director, this film just shoots out of the gate, and really it doesn't take its foot off the gas until the end credits have rolled and you are just wiped out from the adventures. And just like that, with these two movies, Nicolas Cage would pull in almost $500 million at the box office during the summer of 1997, and to me, it doesn't get more prime time than that. So that's my video for today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, be on the lookout for the next video coming soon. There's also plenty of written reviews of current films over on SilverScreenAnalysis.com, and I'll catch you guys soon.